It's a Fact, a program for people who are curious about this fascinating world of ours. This is James Sydney. Stay with me for a moment. Just below the Arctic Circle, in the midst of a cold, empty stretch of North Atlantic Ocean, lies Iceland. Its total area is approximately 40,000 square miles. From its name and location, you would expect Iceland to be the last spot in the world anyone would possibly want to live. But the island is surrounded by the warm current of the Gulf Stream and is served by an intricate underground network of natural streams. The temperature in winter rarely drops below the freezing point, and despite its name, Iceland lays claim to a spectacular natural environment of green forests, volcanic peaks, and cascading waterfalls. Yet even today, when Iceland is mentioned, those who don't know are likely to ask or wonder, are there any Eskimos there? The accepted explanation for this strange naming of the place goes as follows. It was no accident. The place was named to deceive. For the motive, we must go back to somewhere in the neighborhood of 870 AD, when Harald Fairhair became the king of Norway and the nobility began a mass migration to Iceland. Iceland, as we said, is not what the name suggests. That's the crux of the matter. As the tiny country was being settled, colonists lived a precarious existence. On the one hand, there was an ever-present danger of attack by Viking raiders. On the other hand, they were threatened by North African pirates, who occasionally made forays along the Scandinavian coasts. The settlers had enough to worry about, just getting their new community going, without having to be bothered about defending themselves every month or so from invaders. The problem was how to keep their pleasant island to themselves and to prevent, as far as possible, any invasions from pirates and hostile Vikings. Perhaps they thought, if they gave the island a forbidding name, it might keep unwelcome visitors away. Reflecting that their own little island had not been named, nor had the great icy land to the north, the great empty expanse covered with glaciers and swept by dismal, howling storms, they decided to name both places. The land of ice and storms they called Greenland, and their home they called Iceland. So, they reasoned, when pirates or Vikings heard the two names, they would seek Greenland at once. It was felt that when they found, as one writer put it, nothing there but frozen waste, great deserts of jagged ice, and black stormy skies, they would say, if this accursed place be Greenland, how fearful must be the one known as Iceland! Let us hasten whence we came, or we perish. This brilliant piece of deception worked beautifully for a long, long time, according to this account. That was the standard answer to, why is Iceland green and Greenland icy? However, this explanation has been contested. Here's another version. At the time that Greenland was discovered, the earth was a bit warmer, and southern Greenland actually had green meadows and could sustain villages of Norse settlers and their cattle, sheep, goats, horses, etc. The name was actually an accurate description of the land at that time. Afterward, the earth cooled down some, and the ice sheets advanced, forcing the Norse settlers out again. This is all very interesting, but take this away. Iceland is green, and Greenland is icy, relatively. It's a fact. This is James Sydney. Time to go now. Thanks for your company. Let's do it again on It's a Fact.